Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I've decided to go ahead and bring you in 2016 another smartwatch. So I previously reviewed a watch, the DZ079, and it is a phenomenal watch. People loved it. But here is a new style of watch, and you kind of get a glimpse of it on the box. I've already got it unboxed. I've been using it. Let me show you what's in the box. So you get this very unique charging cable here. It's a magnet. It's not very strong, and I'll show you in just a second. You get a user guide and a SIM ejector tool because this does take a SIM card. So let's put this aside here. Let me show you the actual watch. This is what it looks like. And here's the watch. Now I'm going to tell you the things that I was able to get working and the things that I was not able to get working, because in the last video, several people wanted to know what worked and what didn't. And I just did a full review after using it, and I didn't really follow up too much on it because, I had done all that I could do with it. So this watch is obviously a little bit more elegant. This one has a full leather band on here. And I'll have a link in the description to this one. This one has a heart rate monitor, as you can see there. A little bit different, a little bit more high-end specs on this one. As you can see, this is where the adapter connects for the charger. And this is a very flimsy charging adapter. It doesn't stay on very good. You have to do it like this, and you can see you can't, it's very weak. So when you're charging, you have to just let this sit and plug in because it will come off. But that's what you get. So looking around here, this is where the SIM card goes. This does take a SIM card, and it does make phone calls on its own. However, I've been using it with Bluetooth. I didn't want to put a SIM card in this one. So I just used it with Bluetooth and linked it to my iPhone. Here's the speaker on here, and this is the button that you use to navigate to turn the screen on and off and some other things, and I'll show you that here. But looking around this one here, this has a really nice little, it's a smaller band than I would like, but still it's got a nice size display on it, and the band is good. So let me put this on, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the watch. And I'm going to tell you in this video everything I could possibly think of to tell you. I know you'll still have questions, but I'm going to tell you anyway, everything I can think of. So here's this menu here. I have this menu customly set this way. So let me go down to settings and wait, let me go back here, show you how I changed it. So there's two types of menus you can actually use. Here's one, and here's the other. So the menu is going to either be like this, the little LED style, or a nice cartoon-like colorful animated menu. You can actually change the menu by just shaking your arm like so. I don't know many people that would do that, but so let's start at the top here. There's your call log, your phone book. I have all this connected, and these things do work. The call log works. You can make calls from the call log. Don't want to click in there because there's personal information in there from people. Phone book, it does, when you sync it through Bluetooth, remember in this time I'm not using a SIM card in this watch. I just have a link to my iPhone. So everything synced great. All the numbers came over, my call log came over, everything. In this one you get a QR code scanner. Here's the dialer. So you just make a phone call from here. It does work. In and out, everything works good. The remote notifications, and here's something that I wasn't able to get working on a number of occasions. I just couldn't get it to work. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it might. They do have Find My Device, that works. Bluetooth music works. Siri actually works. This works with an iPhone and Android. I'm actually using it with an iPhone. There was a lot of people that were questioning the other smartwatch that I did, the DZ079, the DZ09, I think it was. Does it work with an iPhone? Yes, it works on an iPhone. And this particular smartwatch actually has the application for Siri. So if I were to press that, it would actually go to Siri and I can say what I want. Find My Device is working. The sleep manual, that's all good. File manager here. You can see you can actually go into the watch, and there's really no need for you to go in there, but it does have a file manager. Messaging works. Remote capture does work. It's kind of iffy. When you go into applications, you get a calculator, sound, and a stopwatch. So you just go click into the calculator, and this is what the calculator looks like. Very simple and straight and to the point. You've got sound, you've got stopwatch. All these things work. You can actually change the look of the face on the watch too, and I'll show you that in a second. Bluetooth Connect is where you hook up your iPhone. So you can see I have my iPhone 6S Plus hooked up right there. You can add more things. The heart rate monitor is something that I just couldn't, it just wouldn't complete, to be honest. And I don't know if it's just something to do with this unit, but let's try it. This is where I was at pretty much the entire time. And again, this is a smartwatch that's not a big name brand, but at least not in the US. And it's just, I just couldn't get the heart rate monitor to work. I've tried it several times. It just didn't work for me. That doesn't mean that your unit won't work. But I mean, this is only retailing for, I think, under $60. It's like $55 right now on sale. So I don't know. But this is where I was at with the heart rate monitor. And maybe the testing takes longer than normal. I don't know. But as you can see there, I couldn't get it to work. Calendar, everything works. You can set it to tell you to get up, just like the Apple Watch. You can have it remind you if you're sitting too long to stand up. And that's pretty cool. You got your alarms, you got your calendar, you got a pedometer. You can start the walk, simple walk, or you can add in everything. You can set a target. Pretty cool. And last but not least, you have your settings. So you've got your Bluetooth settings, your clock, and your volume. And that's pretty much it. Let me show you the smart. Okay, so you've got raise hand, shake to turn. I was showing you that. Shake to answer. There's a few things in here, but when I couldn't really get my notifications to come across the way I wanted them to, it was kind of on and off. Actually, it wasn't. It just wasn't working like it should. So let me see if I can get this to. Uh-oh. How did I change that? That is the correct time. I want to change to the, let me see if I have to do it here. Because there's different watch faces in here. Let me see if I can find it for you. I can't remember how I got to those watch faces. Anyway, swiping down, I didn't want to show this yet, but anyway, swiping down, you can see your connection and your battery. You can see the brightness and your Bluetooth music. That's not what I want. And you know, this isn't a high-end device, so you're not going to get. That's not what I want to do. I want to show you guys the other watch faces. Let me take it off so it's a little bit easier with two hands. I want to show you guys the actual watch faces, because there are 3 watch faces. And I love that it has a little Siri icon. The Siri icon actually works pretty good. And I'll tell you how I feel about this at the end of this video. Ringtones. No, that's not what I want. I want to show you guys the actual changing of the watch faces. Oh, here we go. All right. So here are the different watch faces. There are some, and here they are. That's pretty cool. And you got that one. There's only 4 to my understanding. Yeah, and then there's that one. And I chose this one because I like the way the battery looked on there. But other than that, that's it. So what do you guys think? Is this a smartwatch that you can actually consider a smartwatch? It does work with Siri. All the things work pretty much. The message sync is the only thing I really couldn't get to work. After a little bit of trial and error, I just couldn't get it to work. So, but this watch right here, I think this charging mechanism is very weak. I had to, like, you can't use it while it's charging because this magnet is super weak, and it's just gonna fall off of, you know, the watch as soon as you pick it up. That's one thing that I did not like. And also the speaker on here is not as strong as most smartwatches, but this smartwatch is doable for a lot of people. I'm not gonna tell you that it's not going to work for you, because it can't work. Everybody doesn't want to spend $500 on a smartwatch, not even $100. And this one is $55 right now, I believe. Well, I'll verify that. I'll have a link in the description. So you just check the link in the description and it'll take you straight to this watch. But overall though, I'm pretty impressed with this watch. I didn't expect it to be such nice build quality. It is very nice. You can't change the bands or anything. It's kind of it's stuck in there. You have to use screws and take it all apart. But again, it does take a SIM card right here, but I'm using Bluetooth. I just felt that was easier. No need to put my SIM card in here, but that's where the SIM card goes. And it's an overall pretty good smartwatch for the price. Is it better than the the other DZ09 that I reviewed? I like this one. I like the way this one looks. If you're wondering where the DZ watch is, I've given it away already. I just gave it to a stranger who needed a smartwatch, who never had one, so I gave it to him. This box is pretty premium looking. And once I saw this packaging, I was like, wow, this is pretty sweet. But this smartwatch can do a lot of things. It makes phone calls from your current watch, or it's a standalone. You can put a SIM card in here. It's a 2G watch. It doesn't have a web browser or anything like that, but it still can make phone calls on its own. You wouldn't have to carry your cell phone. If you forgot your cell phone, you'd be able to make phone calls from your watch. And everything on here looks really nice. The fact that it has Siri included this time, for a lot of people that were wondering, does that work with iOS or does it work with an iPhone? I'm using it on an iPhone 6s Plus. So that lets you know that it is working. So that's my full review and hands-on of the, let me give you the correct name. I'll power it off so you can see the power on too, because this is the name of it. OUKITEL A9. There it is. So you can see it's the heart rate monitor again didn't work. It does come in 3 colors. I forgot to tell you. It comes in a silver, gold, and a black, which is what I have here. It's 2G SIM calling and Bluetooth. So what do you guys think? Would you spend $59 on this? It's your man Jay Will. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.